Well, it's time for another spooky spectacular, and this one's gonna be a little bit of a remix on an old idea. You may remember that I did the Whoever Beats Me Goes to Canada mini-series where, you know, I went on to Smash Ultimate's Quick Play, I fought until I lost, and then whoever I lost to would get sent on the death road to Canada. And I'm gonna do a similar thing tonight, except this time around I'm gonna be using this handy-dandy wheel to sort of, you know, skip the middleman. Just go straight into the action. So whichever character the wheel lands on is gonna be the character that we send on the death road. So let's stop the wheel and find out. It is stopping on a melee character. Oh, is it Doc or is it Zelda? It's looking like Zelda. Alright. So, you know, that wasn't too bad. It could have been worse. So now we're going to be sending Zelda on the death road to Canada. So I'll see you in just a moment. Alright, so back in the old format, my last character was Sonic. But now I've got to go and make Zelda. And I don't have one on hand, so... you know, bear with me, this might take a moment. Alright, you know what? I think this is a decent looking Zelda. We're going for more echoes of wisdom on the design here. So this isn't too bad. She has the Shield of Hope, which will allow her to sometimes prevent fatal errors. So that'll be useful. You guys have no idea how much I wanted to give a Chairmaster though, but I don't have that. And she is calm under fire, so she has high composure. And that'll be very useful. Alright, so we're gonna be sending Zelda alone on the death road. And we're just gonna go the normal way, see how things are. So let's get into it. Zelda hears rumors that Canada is a safe place, free of the threat of zombies. With nothing to gain from waiting around Florida, she decides to brave the death road and travel north. This is a familiar feeling. To start the journey, Zelda decides to grab supplies. Yolmart. Starts with a cane, huh? That's interesting. So, there's a very simple reason why I wanted Death Road to Canada to be part of the festivities here. And it's because there has been a major update that has added a ton of new things, new events, new weapons, I think. Oh, this isn't new though, but it's very useful. So, hopefully we'll run into them today. Or at least some of them. It has been a hot minute since I've last played though, so I've got to keep this in mind. But we should be okay. Just got to keep my wits about me. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good. Oh, that could have ended in disaster already. Okay, clearly that is just a sign that I'm not wanted anymore. Let's just take our goods and get the hell out. Yeah, I'm very rusty, as you might have already gathered. Let's get the hell out. So that was probably the worst start I may have ever had. Oh, and she plays a game of mini-golf. Nice. Oh, this thing again. Zelda stops at a small village. Rather than being a safe trading spot, things quickly take a bad turn with the locals. As punishment, they bring out the wheel! The wheel spins, it stops at Gift Basket. Well, what does Gift Basket do? The villagers present Zelda with a tasteful gift basket. They don't want to do this, but they have to absolutely follow the will of the wheel! It's delightful. Oh, well, that's nice. I guess. Alright, I need convenient smarts. We're just gonna do what we can. So yeah, basically we gotta loot for our supplies, grab what we can, and the end goal is, well, making it to Canada. I'm gonna carry this propane tank with me. Another fire axe. Interesting finds out here on the death road. Okay then. Alright, the last house we need is in here. So let's just grab the goods and get out. Especially since it's becoming late and we don't want it to get too late. Because, otherwise bad things start happening. Alright, that seems to be everything. Yeah, the weapons we're finding are good. The problem is that Zelda's physicals seem to be low, and that's not good. But we can fix it. Oh, bad medical. It gets late and no one's around to watch. It's gonna have to be Zelda. Oh, well, so much for those med supplies. I'm just gonna drive away, because I'm pretty sure if Zelda tried to explore that, she'd probably just get destroyed. Alright, what are we dealing with here? It doesn't seem like there's anything good, so... let's just move on. Zelda's about to break into a small fortified grocery store, but then finds Humberto already living inside. I'm just gonna leave him alone. No sense riling him up. The car gets stuck in the ditch near a crappy dirt road. Oh, this is a siege. Oh, this could get rough. Luckily, I remember that these zombies are not the brightest. So all I really need to do is give them a run around. Then I'll be able to escape without penalty. Yep. Easy. Alright, you feel inspired. Let's medical it up. Because you really need it. Zelda camps out in a small gym. The gym's full of exercise equipment. I see. Let's see what happens. Zelda gets a good workout in the ancient awkward gym equipment. The results seem a bit random. You got a strength increase, so that's something. While driving on the death road to stop for supplies. Ooh. I would be inclined to say park. Zelda finds a park. It could be fun to take a little walk with the zombies. Who knows what you could find? Probably a bathroom. Alright, what's the situation? Alright, let's investigate. Ooh. I'm gonna need to swap out some of my equipment here. But luckily, we have some handy-dandy equipment right here. Zelda finds a magazine. At least the shooting's alright. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Okay. Alright, you've made your point, fellas. Get out of the way. Oh, okay, thank goodness for that. Let's get the hell out of here. Preferably before the car blows up. Zelda comes across a house by the road. It's locked. While trying to smash the door down, a voice calls out, "Hey, leave my door alone, you dinks!" I'm not a dink. Man, her attitude is shit. I mean, depending on the Zelda game, I guess it makes sense. Zelda runs into a horde of zombies. They're completely docile, just waiting outside of a shop in a big single-file line. Every zombie staring straight ahead. Is this a composure check? Zelda patiently waits in the long line and moves forward very slowly, but she calmly waits it out. The shop is a trendy upscale grocery store. Most of the fancier items have rotted to mush, but there's still some loot. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, things are a little better. Alright, just go to sleep. Zelda finds an old game bonus. There were a few games with it, all known for their extremely frustrating difficulty. Drobness. Dr. Drobness Deluxe is an overtly detailed surgery sim. Rendered in 8-bit graphics, most players lose by failing proper sterile surgical gloves procedure. And there we go. It tanked a morale like crazy, but, you know, it worked out. Now, usually I'd be an advocate for the spooky graveyard. Well, actually, I don't know what the spooky graveyard holds. Zelda drives past a graveyard. There's not many zombies there, yet it feels ominous to a cartoonish extent. Faintly off to the north, spooky goblin laughter can be heard. This could be a bit of a pain, but let's try and make this work. If needs be, we can just play Michael Jackson's Thriller. Maybe a goblin hiding in there. The door is solid and shut tight. You need something to pry open with. A shovel would work. Alright, so we need to get a shovel. So, where is that? I'm in a graveyard. You'd think there'd be one everywhere. Ah, there you are. I don't know why a shovel specifically is needed here. Zelda opens up the mausoleum, which seems like a horrible idea. Something emerges from the tomb as Zelda opens it. Opens a goblin. Dracula! Hey, it's Dracula. Hi, Dracula. Blood. Zelda never thought she'd meet a celebrity. He doesn't mind doing some of his catchphrases. You know what? Let's get Dracula. What could go wrong? Just more tomb stuff. Your obsession with tombs and goblins is veering out of control. Oh, well. Let's open the tomb. Yep. Okay. Well, we got what we came for, I guess. So let's just get out of here with Dracula in tow. Yeah, I know about that part of Echoes in Wisdom where Zelda teamed up with Count Dracula. Well, it was worth a try. Oh, what? Dracula, you can get mauled by cats, you pussy. The group finds a long road full of abandoned cars and the zombies that maybe used to own them. Alright. Let's do that. Here, Dracula, have a fire axe. Now I am in a bat mood. Get in. Get in. I need to get out of here. At the end of the day, the group hides in a drafty old house. Zelda. Alright, well, that's fine. As long as it works, it works. The group explores a fairly quiet city. Infested stronghold. Alright. Yeah, go trim the branches. Oh, that's a lot of zombies. I'm not going that way. They're just everywhere. And if you aren't familiar with the Ghost of Canada miniseries, then basically, basically what happens is that I send characters on the death road, and if they die, then that's it. So it's probably in our best interests to keep Zelda alive. There's a lot of stuff in here. Oh my god. And Zelda's too weak sauce to pick most of it up. Alright, hold on. Let me take a brief moment. Dracula, take this. And let's get out of here. Alright, let's put your goodies in the car. And then let's swap back to Zelda and move on. One wrong step and the run could be over. Oh, well. You know what, I'll just leave them in there. They were clearly having an orgy in the broom cupboard before all of the zombie stuff went down. I've picked this place clean. Let's get out of here. Alright, the situation's looking a little better. The group checks out what appears to be a trader settlement. They are instead ambushed by bandits who have taken it over. One of them looks injured. Zelda's medical's not good, and I don't know what Dracula could do. We do have a fair amount of food, so let's just take the toll. Just go to sleep. Alright, we're back to full health. Nice. The group discovers something incredible while exploring a house, an actual working toilet. Everyone has been doing their business in the woods. The toilet has a futuristic control panel full of buttons. Count Dracula feels compelled to press one and chooses the button labeled with a picture of wings flapping, obviously, because he's a bat. The toilet lid opens and closes rapidly with big whoop sounds as the lid flings out gusts of air. The lid opens and closes about 30 times in a row and then stops. Count Dinkula is confused by the purpose of this function. Well then. Trader camp time. Interesting setup we've got going on here. Ooh. You know what? I'll buy 5 pipe bombs for 10 food. That'll do. And then let's just mosey on out of here. And hope we don't blow ourselves up. Ooh. And speaking of which, we might be forced to do just that. Alright, Dracula, better hope your aim is true. Let's get the more cops on our side. Let's get ready to fight. Hiya! Something tells me we're gonna need these pipe bombs. Hiya! Alright, that's my last piper. Let's just improvise with this. Surely we're reaching the end of the siege, right? Okay, thank goodness. Now it's just a small matter of trying to pick our way out of here. Alright, the coast is clear. Let's get out of this mess. Well, that was harrowing. But I think strength will do us good. So far, all's looking well. Oh, hello. Bandits catch the group by surprise in a really terrible spot for them to fight in. They demand that all food and half of the supplies are handed over. Nope. And we're back in this situation again. And now we need to go back on foot. Great. Yeah, we can't take another... We can't take another fight like that. We're gonna get ruined. Oh, and... Well, I don't know how we're gonna get out of this one. This is gonna be a rough one, but who knows? Even if we get out of this, I feel like the low morale event is just gonna ruin us. Let's carefully examine all these cars. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This ain't looking good. Come on, Dracula. Oh, that's not good. I don't know what this is, but we just need to take it. Oh, it's the bug zapper-mobile. Prepper cabin. We need supplies yesterday. Alright, this stick looks awfully inviting. Interesting stuff in here. Come on, Dracula. Ooh. Mollies. We've raided this place, now let's get the hell out of here. Preferably before any other bandits show up. While scavenging, the group runs into a man covered in cardboard boxes. Says he's been stuck there for days. Zelda will help him. What? I thought... Oh, whatever. I guess I read it wrong. Whoa, it's Steve! Nice to see a familiar face. He's fighting a single zombie, then suddenly trips and falls down in an awkward mistake. He gets really embarrassed when he notices the group. What could go wrong? Loyalty bad. Yep, that explains a lot. Alright, let's shoot some cans. My cans! My precious antique cans! Oh, look what you've done to them! It seems interesting how Dracula was the only one who took umbrage with that. Like, he was the only one who felt bad. Zelda and Steve just did not give a shit. The group is asked for help by settlement. They say they will be raided by bandits soon. If the group helps with the defense, they'll get a reward of 15 food, some ammo, and a cowboy rifle. Let's help them in the shootout. Oh. Well, I mean, Steve survived, but Zelda and Dracula both fell, so unfortunately that's gonna be that. Whoops. Well, that was not the end I expected, but it's the end that we're gonna have to roll with. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that little return to form, and, you know, maybe this format will help revitalize my return trips to this game, because I do want to go back to it. But that'll be that for this one, so throw us a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I will see you on whatever comes next. Take care now.